Super excited to be here tonight, guys. My name is Dor, co-founder and CEO of Nachshoni, but I'm not allowed to speak about the company tonight. If you want, feel free to ask me later on. Today I'm going to speak about two things that I really like. First of all, my son, and secondly, learning development. But to be more specific, today I'm going to tell you guys about what my son's ATV adventure taught me about employee learning engagement. So, quickly, please meet my son Alon, which is never alone, okay? And this is how usually our Saturday morning routine looks like. Every Saturday morning, Alon wakes up, full of excitement, calls me, and tells me, Dad, let's go. And then he learned so many different things. Think about it for a sec. Physics, balance, speed. It's an electric ATV, so also batteries. And he keeps on asking me so many questions, and his learning motivation is so high. Now, by raising your hand, do you know Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde? Yeah, all right. Please meet Alon during the morning. So Alon have these struggles every single day of the week, okay? Unlike Saturdays, where learning motivation is very high, when he needs to go to school, no way. Daddy, I don't want to go there. So boring. School sucks. And you know. Now, if you think about it for a sec, this same kid, learning motivation so high during Saturdays, but during the weekdays, going down. Now, please meet my better half, in Bar. My wife, she's a clinical psychologist. And 6 months ago, she introduced me to a very nice theory made by an American professor. His name is Edward Deci. Deci basically covers the three core elements of learning motivation through the self-determination theory. And this is what Deci found. In order to reach to the highest level of learning motivation, we need to make three main things. First, autonomy. No one wants that we will force them to learn something specific. Okay, Alon doesn't want me or the school or the teacher to force him to learn something specific. Relatedness. He wants to share his experience with others, with us. And last, for sure, I almost pronounced that, so let's name it as a skill. He wants to gain new skills. Competence? Am I right? Yeah. Okay, cool. He wants to gain new skills. So if we think about Alon, this is exactly what he achieved every single Saturday, okay? He's fully in control. He decides what he wants to learn, whether it's physics, speed, balance, whatever it is. He can practice those new skills, but eventually he can spend time with us, me, my wife, and our kids, his sisters basically, and to talk about what he learned. Now, let's talk about this gap. How do we bridge this gap between this high motivation during the weekends and the low motivation during the weekdays? So, this is what we decided to do, all right? Do not try it at home. We decided to set a destination as the same destination, which is school. And don't get me wrong, school is very important. I want him to go to school and to learn new stuff through school because he needs it. But we changed the journey. Now he takes the ATV to school, arrives with very high motivation, and it keeps on going with him for the rest of the day. Now, let's talk about, not this one, okay, corporate learning. Let's do a reality check. Knock knock, who's there? Mandatory training. Booze. This is exactly how our employees feels like right now. When we try to force them to do something, we're losing the entire theory of Edward Deci. All right, here is school, the school that you guys are using, or us. We're using learning management systems, we're using classrooms as a school, which basically is very important, and we have to have those activities, compliance training, onboarding, manager training, and so on and so forth. But eventually it's the same, employees look at it as the same way that Alon looks at school. Now, there's the other side, what they want, okay, what Alon actually wants, or your employees really want. They focus on their own growth. And there is plenty of things that they're taking right now which are not connected to your school. courses, podcasts, coaching, whatever it is. So if I want you to remember one thing from this presentation, maybe two. Alone is awesome, my son, but most importantly, your way to achieve high learning engagement is by connecting the dots. Your needs as organization and their desires. And that's it. Thank you very much for letting me.